YouTube, what's up? It's your boy Hamlet, and you back another edition, another live edition as trucking as a fleet owner, and I don't even know where to begin this live feed. So, as the title says, are you ready? Do you think you're ready? So do you think you're ready? That's what I probably titled it. I always forget. We got Chio Rocha, first one in the house. That's the second time this week. We got Charles Brandt. Charles, what's up, buddy? And we got Derek, Mr. Nice Guy, Davis. And we got Boogie Butts. ¿Qué onda, bro? And we got Joe Swinderson. There you go. What's up, man? What's up, everybody? If you're new, first of all, if you're new to this channel, go ahead and mash the like button and mash the subscribe button. Drop a comment below at the end of the video and let us know what you think of the content. All right. We have Rashad Curry, what's up? And we got Charles Brandt. I'm ready to win the litter. And they got David Kruger, yo, Chinook met. Marine Man Semper Fi, what's up? How's it going, man? We got Trucking Fisher, what's up, bro? New guy here. All right, Trucking Fisher. Let's talk about it. Right now we're checking in at Tacoma, Washington. All right. I am never really in this part of the country for the most part, at least trucking wise. I don't even know where to start, right? Roth, so what's up, mother trucker, right? We have had in the past, today's Tuesday? Yes, Tuesday. In the past 48 hours, there has been a lot of stuff that has perspired, all right? And let's just paint a pretty picture for you folks and get you guys in the zone of what is going on trucking as a fleet owner. So right now, I have 2 trucks out on the road, and I'm just going on with what has been going on with everything the last 48 hours. So right now I'm running teams with one of my new employees, and we picked up a load in Virginia going out to Tacoma, Washington. So about a cross-country tour, and we picked it up on Saturday, well, Friday midnight, pretty much Saturday morning, and we started heading here to Tacoma. Once we got to rough on the way here, we experienced 2 trailer tires that popped. All right, and with those 2 tires that had popped, it wasn't at our cost, it was at the trailer company's cost, because we were using it from them, and it was a flatbed load, DB 1036. So it was definitely a lot, better rate than what I'm used to coming out here. So anyways, we those tires got replaced. It was kind of slow bumping the road. It ain't no big deal, it's just a tire. Once we got to the port, like pretty much right at the beginning of Montana, Billings, right? And for you guys that don't run out west, these weigh stations are always open. Billings, Boot, Spokane, those weigh stations, they're always open. The ones out here in the west, and they seem to always inspect at least every time I come in, they seem to always inspect you without a connection issue. So anyways, we're rolling up to Billings, Montana, and we get pulled in, and this is like at midnight, 11:45 at night, and they pull us in for inspection. I was like, all right, great. So they popped us at the weigh station. All right, they did us a level 1 inspection, and the stuff they had us written up for was apparently had a flat tire. So I don't know if I had got that flat tire while I was, while we were driving. So there was one tire that, you know, kind of put us out of service that, you know, they said that needs to be fixed before you can move. The other thing, that there was a brake chamber that was leaking, and they register us for ineffective brakes, and so that's on the ticket. So, and then he said, like, look, there's this other things. He said, I can't really write you up for it, but, you know, you should replace it. And I'm like, no, I'm aware, I'm tracking it, you know. So anyways, we got shut down Monday, so we couldn't deliver the load on Monday morning like we had planned. After we got shut down Sunday night, we were waiting overnight about 20 hours or so until a repairman can come out and actually fix the flat and fix the brake chambers and all that stuff. So that was going all on, you know. I was like, you know what, no big deal, you know, whatever. Tire's a tire. No, ain't no biggie, you know. And it kind of upset me though, because I didn't want to have my very first inspection to be a bad one. But, you know, you kind of got to play with the cards you dealt with. After that, I'm trying to think what else happened. While we're waiting for the mechanic to come out through, one of my driver calls from the other truck, and he's like, hey man, something's going on with the truck. It's losing power up the hill, and it's bogging down, and it's wanting to shut off and all this other stuff. And I'm like, oh my god, please, like, not this right now, because, like, you know, like, I'm dealing with this, and plus now, you know, this guy calls me, he's dealing with this, and so now my headache gets multiplied to 2, you know. And so I'm like, all right, well, I gotta kind of put this on hold for a quick second. And I'm like, all right, what am I gonna do with this, you know? I'm like, hey, you know what, go to the TA, change the fuel filter, because, you know, that's what you know, it's really cheap to do that, and it could be that issue, you know. And there you go, Charles Brandt, fuel filter, maybe, exactly. And that's what and typically a lot of times that's what I do. If there's any issue with you know, power, and it sounds like it's not like getting enough juice or anything going up the hills or anything like that, I always recommend changing the fuel filter, because it's so cheap to do it, and a lot of times you get bad fuel and it winds up being that's the case. So unfortunately it wasn't the case, and luckily the guy, my driver, was able to you know, tell me, hey, this is not the case. We changed the fuel filter out and it's still running like shit. I'm like, yo, can you make it to this Volvo dealer? It is about an hour away. He's like, man, I'm gonna try. So anyways, the guy makes it there. Thank God. He said, man, he was like, I barely made it here, and luckily we didn't, you know, take a tow bill on that. So he checked in the truck to the Volvo dealer, and then I put him up in a hotel. And while all that is happening, you know, our truck just finished getting fixed on, so that we can go, we can actually continue delivering this load. So when we got stopped in Billings, you know, that put us way out, you know, of delivering in Tacoma. Well, long and behold, we deliver. We don't deliver. We get to the change out spot somewhere in beginning of Washington, Eau Claire or something like that, today. And I was trying to get that offloaded very early in the morning, about 8 a.m. in the morning, so that, you know, we can pick up another load and start heading back to the East Coast, because I have other plans. Well, there's a forest fire. The forest fire shut us down for about, I don't know, 2-3 hours. And at this point, we had to call the broker on the following load that we were going to pick up in Oregon and say, hey, we're not going to pick it up, and this, that, the third, we're going to be late, and all this other shit. So then finally they redirect traffic, and we start heading out towards Yakima and around Vantage. And Guess what starts happening? The clutch on the truck starts slipping, like slipping bad. And it was doing that earlier. I just kept, pushing onto it. I wanted to push a little bit, keep pushing, you know. And all of a sudden, it just gets just really bad. It's so hard to maintain 55, 60 miles an hour. Like, I literally have to be babying the foot pedal, because otherwise the engine will just over rev because of clutch slippage. And mind you, we're going through all these mountains and the back passes, and I'm like, man, I'm trying to get this thing off. So we get this thing finally an hour out from delivery, with all that mess going on. Then with all that mess going on, right? What was? Can you guess? There's another thing. There's another thing that happens right after that, right? You guys ready for it? This was like the cherry on top. All right. An hour out from the city, we head into a construction zone. 3 lanes going to 2, and there's these big old cones, right? And they're all over the freaking road. And I was trying to dodge them. I looked out of my rearview mirror on the left side, and I seen a car, kind of on my tail, but I had enough space. And you know what happens, right? When you put that signal on, somebody wants to speed up, right? Because they just feel some kind of way of, you getting in front of them, right? And guess what happened? For the first time, somebody hit me. I encroached onto their lane about, roughly in the middle of the lane, because, these cones were coming. They're big cones. I'm talking about the small ones that you could run over. They're talking about the big ones. And I was trying to dodge that, because those can make some damage, like they could take out your radiator, you take out all your air lines underneath the truck or your trailer or whatever, and you'll be dealing with a really big mess, So this lady, the one that was driving, she was an Asian lady, hey, nobody report me for that, right? Crazy Asian drivers, right? But anyways, this lady, I guess she overcompensates because I kind of encroached onto her lane, but I did so in a manner that she still had the shoulder to work with, right? So it's not like I just ran her off the road or anything like that, and plus, like I said, she sped up, so that was her prerogative, right? And anyhow, she winds up, overcorrecting, and then she spins out, and as soon as I see her car do almost a 90, I already knew it was over. All of a sudden, she hits my trailer tires, and I'm like, fuck me, like this day cannot get any worse. It really can't, right? So anyways, hit the thing. Thank God she's alive. Thank God it wasn't really, after she hits my tire, she kind of gets straightened back out, and we pull off to the side, wait for the police to come, and I was able to record those cones, those big old cones rolling around the highway. And when the cop shows up, I'm like, look, my man's like, these things were rolling all over the place, like, and yeah, Charles Brandt, I couldn't really have it on dash cam unless I had one of those specialized dash cams where you're like recording on the side, on the side of the mirror. But yeah, I could have recorded in front, but regardless, what the cop said, everybody does, it's your fault. It's the truck driver's fault, period, right? It's always the truck driver's fault. So I did the right thing in essence that I didn't, screw somebody over. What I should have done was ran the damn thing over, and if it bounced it off my truck and hit somebody else, then I would have been good, because it wouldn't have been my fault. So it's that's what my brother, my homie was telling me, Henny. But it's insane. And then on top of all this, right, I had to call a shop to find out, hey, where are we gonna get this clutch done? Because after we deliver this load, we have to get this off. Then, this other broker gets all pissed off and in their feelings because, oh, you're canceling this load on me. This is bullshit. I'm like, my man's, I got an accident report. Like, what's good with you? You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't get any more official than that, And he's like, oh, whatever, blah, blah. We're going to put a freight guard, whatever. So anyhow, even with all that being said, I learned something last week. We had done a load that's called blind BOL, right? And apparently I wasn't supposed to give them the original bill lading, and so I got the broker on calling me all day about hey, trying to cut the rate down because I gave this customer their bill lading, and they got screwed over and they're gonna lose this customer, this, that, the third, all this jazz just literally going on, with the bad DOT inspection, with the accident, with the freaking, with us being stuck here on the weekend and essentially only doing one load for the week. All that mess, and then both trucks being down because the truck is going to be down tomorrow for sure and Thursday. So now, like, it's a mess. It truly is a mess. Like, this last 48 hours definitely got almost the best of me. I hands up, can't lie. Like, we're not even talking about complaining about delivering late, and that's the thing. Well, by the time we got to this shipper today, right, the receiver, they were closed 2 hours early, so we still have this load on our deck, and we're still having to wait till tomorrow before we can check into the shop, and hopefully we can get out of the shop by Friday. So that was the ending part right there. But anyhow, we're not even, I come on here because I'm not even complaining about delivering late, right? We're not even, talking about delivering late. We're not talking about, some simple crap, right? We're talking about some real right? Legit, some real if you trying to become a fleet owner and you think that, you see somebody buying trucks, this, that, the third, and you think it's that simple, it is not, all right? Like, until you get up to like the 5-6 plus range of trucks, this thing is not. It is so, one day you'll see some money and then the next day you see negatives. Like, it's insane. And really all you can account for is for yourself driving, because that's all that that you can make money off of. So I had to explain that. I don't know, I feel like somebody X'd me, put a curse on me or whatever, but we're hoping that, me and my wife, we're hoping that well, maybe next week this will be all done, and hopefully that the truck at the Volvo dealer, they're not trying to hit me on the head over that with that. So far it's seeming to be only wiring issues over at the Volvo dealer for the Volvo truck. So hopefully it just stays like that and it's not no internal engine damage or anything like that. And hopefully that truck will be up and running next week. Let's see. Let's read these comments. All right. Charles Brent, you have weeks like this, but you have many good weeks ahead of you. I hope, man. Because honestly, I feel like I have not had a good week in a while. Honestly. Where both trucks are running, everything's running smoothly, and it's like, wow, like we made it, And we got John Ortega. Does your insurance go up? Not yet. The insurance won't go up until the end of the year, where when they analyze, like, okay, you had so many accidents, so many inspections, so many good inspections, so many bad inspections, per truck, per so many miles. You know, they have an algorithm for that. That's not to say though, like if I start getting into accidents after accident after accidents, like, you know, they'll want to change it then for sure. I could only imagine, but you know, um, David Kruger, this sounds like what I went through when I was trying to build my limo company. When I got 4 units, the problem snowballed for a while, like drinking from a fire hose. And you know, it's funny, right? They DOT shut down this other truck while we were there, and this guy was walking his way up to TA because we were about 2 miles away, about a mile or two away, and they shut him down. And we are like, you know, come in, we'll bring you, because we just finished getting inspected and finished getting all work done. We were like, hey, just come in, we'll drop you off at the next exit, you know, because you know we're a trucker, you know, so we know you're not no random stranger. And we're like halfway down the trip, hey, so what you got busted for? He's like, I had marijuana in my truck. It's not for me, it was for somebody else. I'm like, what? Man, with all that stuff that was happening, I was like, bro, yo, you got to get out. After this exit, get the hell out, because I can't get caught messing with you at all. With everything that's going on with me, you would just be the I guess the cherry on top, like I've been saying. But it's interesting. That was interesting too. Let's see. Trucker Gill, run loss reporting is when your insurance goes up. Trucker Gill, if you can explain what that means, you know. DB 1036, you don't have a curse. Ask for God's help and it will change, bro. Trust me, man. I'm really hoping for something different though, because I mean, there's only for so long that you can go on like this. You know what I mean? After a while, something's got to give, right? John, let's see. See Melong, you might just have to hire Melong Trucking to help you build, my man. I gotta get back to you, bro. I've been so busy. It's not even a joke, but I think I'll have a lot of time tomorrow because I'll be, you know, in the repair shop getting work done. I hate blind shippers, Charles Brandt. See, that was my first time ever dealing with that, and it's interesting that, you know, that stuff exists. And at least everyone was okay, and that is true. Like, at least everyone was okay, and nobody died, right? I was thinking about it, you know. I was like, you know, what if the tire didn't catch her and she just went past the truck? Like, she would have been hurt for sure, you know. Let's see. DBI 1036, just think someday just stuff is gonna be good stories, man. Trust me, you'll laugh. I hope so, man. Like, it'll be like a year from now and be like, man, you remember that time where shit was all coming apart? And I'm like trying to hold it in pieces and it's just coming all apart in your hands. But that is what is going on over here. All right. Let's see. When you go to renew, they run a run loss report. If you fall in a 60% risk rate, depending how much they pay out, that's what makes your insurance goes up. Wow, that's some good information, Trucker Girl. Appreciate that. Let's see. What are the questions? We got JB Hernandez. What's good, buddy? How you doing, man? So, DBI 1036, can I ask you how much you're grossing per week? It's really hard to say right now because I switched to flatbed. I just don't have enough data to like say what am I grossing per week. You know, I literally just have, well, this will be the second or third week, I don't know. So it's really hard to say like what we have been making, you know what I'm saying? Chris Hill, Chris the Legal Hustler, what's up, buddy? How you doing? So anyhow, I don't know, it brings me to say this, you know, like having 2 trucks out on the road is really, it's really a scary thing, you know. I feel like when you go to transition from one truck to another truck, you should do it in 2s. As crazy as that sounds, you should have it so that you go from 1 to 3. instead of going from 1 to 2. Or if you do 1 to 2, you should get a truck really fast right after that, because even if with all the stuff that's going on, there's no way that 3 trucks can go down. There's just, I mean, maybe in my world, maybe, yes, maybe, but you know, it's the likelihood of a third truck going down all at the same time while your other 2 went down. You know, at least somebody can keep the show running per se, and let the money keep building in and keep coming in or whatnot, so that you can run a profitable business or whatnot. Um, so and that's just from what I'm seeing, that you know, I wish we would have that third truck so that it wouldn't be, I wouldn't be feeling this total L like that. You know what I'm saying? And trucking Fisher, that makes sense. I heard that before, and that's honestly what I'm thinking, because man, it's hard out here. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm about to come out already. I came out about 1,200 on a service call to get the tire fixed and some other stuff fixed when I got shut down. Then I'm coming out on God knows how much repair Volvo's charging. You know, I know I'm easily at $1,000 right now with time invested in tracing down wires or whatnot. Plus, I got to do this truck clutch and the kingpins. So luckily, out of all this, the only good thing that has come out is I found a shop over here in Washington that charges only $65 an hour, and they're gonna replace that clutch for about $800, and plus the part, whatever the part costs, you know. So I think that's a pretty good deal. And I said, hey, at the same time, let's just get the kingpins knocked out, since the labor rate is so cheap. Let's go ahead and get that knocked out, you know. Let's see. Trucker Guild, 2 trucks can pay for 1 truck breaking down, but 1 truck can't pay for another truck breaking down. If you can do 3 trucks, that would be better. Trucker Guild, you're the man with the truck, so let me know. All right. We said DBI 1036. Why don't you bring on some lease guys and make some percentage off their loads if they have their own truck, and you can be making 12% off their loads? I'm working on that right now. I have one guy that's leased on, and I'm working on some other guys that are working on getting their own truck. I guess I haven't really like spent too much time looking for owner operators. You know what I mean? Nomad Trucker, you're not the only one, bro. At 8K repairs in this month. Man, I hear that. But it just feels like, man, it feels like I'm about to be spending 7K in a week. You know, and it could be really demotivating. You know what I'm saying? When I had that accident, no lie, I wanted to park the truck and just walk away. So I really did, because there's only so much things that, you know, you see in the universe excuse me for getting deep here, but there's only so many things in the universe that you see, and you're like, yo, is this shit really for me, or is it against me? Like, is this meant to be, or like, what's going on? You know what I mean? So I'm just hoping, you know, we get this truck repaired. We can get a load out here on Friday, maybe meet Charles, right? And get a load out on Friday, and the Volvo truck will be ready to roll on Monday, Tuesday at the most, hopefully. And we can start back up again, right? Without you know, dragging this out too long. I already took out, you know, 30 minutes of you guys' time. If you've been watching here all along and forgot to mash the like button, don't forget, mash it up, and go ahead and stay tuned for the next video. I got another hour here. I'll probably come on in another hour and do another video if I ain't feeling too depressed, and catch up with YouTube and catch up with you guys on other information I've been wanting to share. And As always, folks, Trucker Gil, stay up, Hamlet. Hey, I appreciate it, Trucker Gil. Thanks for, thanks for the motivation. I'm gonna keep at it. I'm gonna definitely keep at it, and hopefully we can all rise above this and continue making some money. So as anyways, you know what it is, folks. At the end of the day, it's simple. You get busy living or you get busy dying. It's your boy Hamlet. Check y'all later.